Hello everybody and welcome back to some All the Mods to the Sky. How you guys doing today? I hope you are doing well. I am. So, we're back here in the sky. Got a lot of stuff to go over. We'll talk about it. We got a bunch of stuff done, and part of it's because there was a video that was recorded that I lost. I have when I do my recording, I have the root file that I do all my cuts and takes and stuff like that. The one that I use to actually edit. And then I actually get rid of those. I don't get rid of them as soon as I'm done with them. And then I save the finished product. And when it gets uploaded to YouTube, I have a external drive full of freaking videos. But every once in a while I have to go through and clean out all the old root files. And I done that and accidentally deleted half of the last video that didn't get posted, which is going over all this stuff, which we'll go over it now. So the last video was more or less a way of coming up with ways to do some farming and getting resources without using any power at all. And then just basic resources to get together. Stuff that you would get after just a handful of sifting, which we've done. I've done a bunch of sifting. While I was sick, if I wasn't AFK somewhere else, I was sifting. We have got up to all netherite sieves. So we are now gathering everything. And I have gone through and cleaned this out some, as you can see. All of this, we've got stuff here. So we've got a bunch of stuff to use. But as far as all this, the first things first was our farming. In this pack, we have these guys right here. No, not those. There is, we'll look at it here. Because it's easier to look at here. I don't remember the name of the freaking mod now. Let's find it. I found it. It is the pylons mod. We've got a harvester. There is a few items that this thing has. I think we may have, I don't remember if we talked about them or not. It's got a few items. One is expulsion. It expels other players from a chunk range. Infusion gives a potion effect. Harvester is what we've used. Harvest crops, and then we have interdiction, which prevents mob spawns. These guys are easy to make. It's black stone, 1 block of netherite, and iron bars. That recipe has changed, I think. I don't think it had netherite in it. Oh no, that was for that one. It has hay bale. I was gonna say I don't remember having to get that much netherite, but it's hay bale to get the harvester. So we've got those. All you have to do is give them a hoe, and we don't have any hoes in here. We've got one right over here. This won't work very long, but you can put that in there, and it will start harvesting the area. As long as it's got a tool, it'll harvest. So that's what we were doing. Had these 4 set up, ready for it to get some stuff for us. Just a way that just broke. And we don't have any tools to fix it. Just a way for us to start getting some crops without having to worry about it. So that was that. It was just quick, easy kind of thing. Next up was a tree farm. Not that I necessarily needed a tree farm. It's really easier than to just get trees or to harvest trees ourselves, but I just wanted to try something out. So we've got a factory block placer here for saplings. It'll place the sapling, and then we got a small tree cutter. This guy can actually be used with or without power. Without power, it takes a minute for it to cut the tree down. And then we've got absorption hopper sucking everything up. As you can see, I've been AFK for a little while. We've got quite a bit. So that does its job. We can, let's turn our magnet off. We can make it grow. And as you can see, it'll start chopping, and it'll tell you that it takes literally a minute for it to chop a tree down. Said we could give it power, whatever, it's going. So this part here was getting netherrack done up and to get endstone. Now, we still have to crush it. We'll eventually get it to where we don't have to crush it. But these guys here, the igneous extruders, do not take any power to run these guys. They're not... that was right. They're not really that hard to make. A little bit of resources, you can make them. And then all you need is witch water and lava and a redstone block. That gives you netherrack. And with this guy, instead of the redstone, you need glowstone, and you get endstone. So we've got all the endstone and sandstone that we need to get. I'm keeping an eye on these guys. I have got us a decent sword. It doesn't have it's got Bane of Arthropods on it, but it does have Mending and Looting 5, which are the two big things that I wanted. We can extract those later. So this guy here, this is our soul sand generator. We can get some more soul sand, or get some more sand, and try this out. Basically, you can come over here. We put soul sand in the top of this thing, or not soul sand, but sand in the top of it, and it will function. We got item pipes down here to put the sand in there. I do have just, they are the universal pipes, and that's so we can push, oh wait, it's pulling out the sand with these guys. The item pipes at the bottom are pushing, or taking the soul sand out. But with these, you can do gas, water, and items through. You don't have to separate them. So I tried to make this as compact as I could. So this guy is pulling water out and placing it inside of here, and it's also pulling the sand out and placing it in the exact same way on the top, and it makes our soul sand. So that is that. This over here was just for making witch water, and it's literally pulling water out from the sink and pushing it into the top and pulling it out of the sides. One thing you do need to realize is that to disconnect this right here, because if this is connected to the sink, it will push the water back into the sink, and then you don't get anything. It'll just go round and round and round and round. So that is our soul sand getting a machine. And then this here is our gravel getting machine. We got started with the bare minimum of, I can't get up there. Yeah, I can. Of create. We got some water wheels, and that's just for us to make enough force to get the mill going, and the cobble gen will automatically output in cobblestone into the mill, and it's grinding down in the gravel, and we got gravel taken care of. And in this one, we are taking out the sand that it gets and running it through a mill and getting dust. This is a strainer base. It's just about dead. We're going to have to replace that here pretty soon. But with that, we're getting gold nuggets, iron nuggets, sticks, clay, dirt, gravel, sand. So that's the way we are getting our dust. And then this guy is just here getting everything for us, but mostly this is where we're getting our sand from. So there's that. And then I have this guy set up. I'm bringing a tank over here and put lava in it, and it's making our obsidian for us. We've got plenty of obsidian. And then this guy was used for skystone. I've run out of space in it. I need to put another block, or not another block, I put an upgrade in here so we can get more. So that is how we're getting all of our resources. All of our resources right now are being gathered with no power being used at all whatsoever, and it was done within a few hours of just starting out the pack, so not too hard to get into. Alright, next up on the tour of what has been done is our mob farm. This guy here. It's not a very big mob farm. We have entity conveyors from... I still need to fix that. Entity conveyors from mob grinding utilities. These guys are not that hard to make. Slime a little bit of iron, a little bit of redstone. It's probably the cheapest thing that we had at the time to be able to do. Slime, we can get slime blocks from a mushroom inside of witch water, so it's not really that hard to do. And mobs will spawn on this. Fans and everything like that. I looked at those. These guys here. We didn't have enough redstone for it, so I went with the conveyor belts instead. We've got the mob masher. The mob masher, not too expensive. It's a bunch of iron and a few diamonds, and it runs with no power. And we've got a little bit of stuff out of here. I've had this thing lit up so I didn't have to worry about it. It is just about full of XP. I need to work on that next to get that filled up. So that is kind of everything that has been going on. I have expanded this guy because we got to the point where I was doing so much sifting and had all kinds of stuff, and it was taking forever to run through there. Alright, so now that we've got that, what are we going to do for today? So before we get into what we're going to do for today, we've got some tasks to complete. I was looking through here. I've updated the pack. We're on the latest version. I have no idea what it is. But we got a few quests to complete. One, killing Trader and Llamas. I have done that. That gives us the Sword of Alfred GG. Some XP and a pedestal. I have no idea what we're going to do with these things. I really don't. We'll have to find a place for them. We'll put that there next to that. We'll put those together. So we've got that. And then we've got a whole bunch of quests here for getting started because these have all been redone. So that slime, we'll have to go back and do that. I don't think I've got any mushroom blocks left. That's terracotta. I don't know if I've got any mushrooms. I do have some mushrooms left. Let's go grab us a slime block right quick. So we can just throw that in there, and boom, we've got that. To get the block, or the mushroom block, I actually need to get spores for that. And I should have spores somewhere, if I didn't use them all. And it looks like I have used them all. Oh well, alright, we'll worry about that later. Anyways, one for getting cobblestone. We get one for making a hammer. One for getting soul sand, clay, the crucible. This goes over the heat sources, blaze mesh, uranium, which is what we are using, mechanism, superheating element, and dark matter. The heating element is kind of where we're going to wind up heading towards today, sort of. Sand, cobble gem, we've got all that. Gravel, our sieve, all of our different meshes. There we go. Ancient debris. This is for starter power. We'll have to get into that. We haven't even got started into starter power yet. Applied energistics. We've got one for getting the Certus quartz and the Certus quartz dust. We have all of that through sifting, and I think that's everything. Beautiful. Alright. So as I said, before we start, I'm going to put these guys over here, because this is where our sand and stuff is for sifting right now. This stuff can go up, and that still leaves me with a bunch of stuff I need to fix this. Alright, so our next bit of business is going to be getting ready to get into making some steel. Now, we've got several options for making steel. We can do the steel dust. This way we wind up using a ton of coal to be able to do it. We've got bees, which we've got to get into bees. Outside of that, our best bet is, for now, the blast furnace. So this is kind of slow, but at least for a little bit, we'll be able to get this taken care of, and I can have at least a little bit of steel to get started on what we need for our next episode, which is going to be to get into our power stuff. So, first things first is we need coke oven bricks. These guys here. Clay, we need some sandstone, and we need bricks, which I have bricks. I need to go get some sandstone, which we've got sand. I don't have to do that. I should be able to... Nope, that's not going to work. There we go. And let's go down here and get us some clay. Let's get a bit of clay because we've got to do more than just one of these. Alright, so coke oven bricks. We need 27 of those. Beautiful. We've got that. We also need our blast bricks. We need magma blocks for that, which we should be able to do-ish. Magma cream. It's blazing blood. Drying basin. We may not be able to do magma cream. We can actually do slime balls. We can do this. So let's get us a few slime blocks. Come on. Alright, a few slime blocks gotten. Let's get us some blaze powder, which we've got plenty of. This guy, that guy. That should be enough. And then we need nether brick, which we can get all that. We've got this going. I'm going to put them to go and sleep through the night. And how that. Alright, so we should have everything we need now. Beautiful. 27. Let's go make these guys. We're going to wind up not getting much done in this episode. It's kind of more of a catch-up episode. Because of missing a bunch of stuff. Which, you know, it is what it is. We'll get things going. So there is our coke oven. And let's put that up there so nothing will spawn. And boom, there we go. We've got our blast oven. And we can now get us a bit of coal. And get that going. And I need something to get... I need to make another tank. Let's show you the recipe of the tank that I've been using. I don't know if I've showed it or not. Let's see here. Jumbo tank. We need singularity tanks, which it's all just glass and iron, which is easy enough for us to get and do. So this guy, we need 1, 2, 3, 4. And that guy there. And that's been what I have been using this entire time. Nothing too expensive. And they hold 1,000 buckets. So they work pretty well. So we can take this over here. Place this guy down. And now we get creosote. We get coke, and I can start getting some steel going, and that will take care of all of that. Alright, so our next bit of business is going to be to upgrade some of our furnaces. We're not going to do all of them. 3 should be enough. So there we go, we get that. Let's grab one more block, because we're going to be able to place this guy down and complete the quest, which gives us another upgrade. And now we should be able... I don't know why that's doing that. To upgrade these to gold furnaces. So there we go. We've got gold. And to do diamond, we would need 24 diamonds. Do I really want to do that? Diamonds are getting easier to come by now. And I don't think we're going to need very many of them for... So there's that. Emerald furnace. We need 8 for each one of those. Emeralds. I'm short on emeralds. And the only reason why I'm short on emeralds is because my sword cost 45. But there we go. We need a torch around here for that. Beautiful. Now we can actually turn these into powered furnaces if we want to, but these guys will now cook faster, which is lovely. We've got that done. Alright, so we've got our first 4 pieces of steel, which unlocks a quest for getting started into mechanism. Which, we're not going to get started into mechanism yet. We've got to get into power first. Which, as I said, is what we are going to be doing next episode. So today's going to be a little bit short. We've got everything we needed to go to get into power stuffs. We've got our steel started. We've got it started, but I'm going to need a lot more to go than just that. We may do the... We'll see what we're going to have to go through to do this. So we got that. We've got, of course, lava production. We've got that taken care of. We've got all this farming stuff going on that's just happening while we're doing work. And we've got coal, coke, and steel going on. Or not coal, coke, but it's not steel. But we've got coal, coke, creosote. We can get into all of that should we need to. There's not a huge need, I don't think, for immersive engineering in this pack, but I have decided we're going to mess with as much of this stuff as we possibly can. So, but with that, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!